Now let's just see what the other ones are doing, just out of interest. So we've got our Bob, and it's 0.02, it's not fantastic. And gold. All right. So gold also has a negative correlation. So you've got two explanatory values. Now you have to also say, well, how good is my factor? Because my factor has got these two parameters. Okay, so you could change these parameters, and then the question is, can I find better parameters? And let's just go with, let's say, 10 and 90. And so, in fact, I just remembered when we want to correlate a whole number of factors with a whole number of other things, there is this thing called core width. Oh, yeah, there we go. So here we can actually see all the correlations all together. So then we don't need to do them all individually. And you can see, they're fairly low, but, there is a bit of predictiveness in some of them. Now we could see that as we go a bit higher here with the ruling with 10, the correlation actually drops. So let's just go with 2 and 40 just for the sake of it and see if we get something interesting here. And there you go. Look, this doesn't look too bad. We've got at least gold and the SPY. They have some sort of predictive value. I mean, if you plot this, it's impossible to see. So if you do a correlation plot here, there will be some small slope, but it's almost impossible to see. But you could still do this. Now we can, if you want, we could actually plot the correlation line. So what we do is we go mp.polyfit, and then we use these two and 1, and then we go xx equals, and you have already seen all this, np.linspace. Because the factor is our x value, we go factor.spy.min, factor.spy.max, and we want, say, 100 values. And then we go yy equals np.polyval of m and xx. So that basically gives us the y values, and then we go plt.plot xx, y, and this is where we get our regression line. And there you go. So it's actually so close to 0 that it can't even find a solution. It's really not great, right? So that's why it's almost impossible. I mean, there's one thing we can do, because we already know the slope of our thing. So if we produce xx values, one thing we could technically do is, we don't have an intercept, but what we can do is we can say yy equals, and because we've got our correlation value here, which is this one, we just copy that in here and say times xx. And there you go. See, this is our regression line. And of course, because the points here are so dense and so thick, it's impossible to see that. But what that tells us is it's got a little bit of predictive power to it. And it's got that predictiveness for both gold and the SPY.